Hey, so in this video I'm covering 3 movies from Dario Argento collection. I own all of his big movies on some sort of physical medium, and my favorite films of his I own across different formats and different editions. And for this video I picked 3 movies which are a bit less popular, a bit less celebrated, but these are still really great movies, and I'll be doing this in reverse chronological order. I'll be going from the more recent movies backwards in time, and first up is the Stendhal Syndrome from 1995. So this is my 3-disc set from Blue Underground. They're probably going to reissue the Stendhal Syndrome in UHD soon enough. So this edition is probably the first one to do the movie's visuals justice. The Stendhal Syndrome used to look really awful on home video. All the DVDs and the first Blu-ray were quite crap. It's a beautifully, lavishly filmed movie. Cinematographer Giuseppe Rotunno, he pulls off some really impressive lighting and some clever shots in this one. It's also a really well-edited film. A very dark movie in terms of the subject matter. One of the most harrowing and downbeat movies from Dario Argento. There is also some nasty violence in the Stendhal Syndrome. The story takes a turn into some pretty disturbing territory here. It's not a feel-good movie and it's not such a crowd pleaser, but it's definitely a movie of artistic merit, and it's a lot more accomplished than some movies that followed it from Dario Argento. The Stendhal Syndrome was produced by Giuseppe Colombo, who also produced Dario's The Phantom of the Opera from 1998. Next up is Trauma from 1993. So this is the first time Asia Argento took the lead role in her father's movie. Trauma is Dario Argento's most American movie. It feels un-Italian. It has that European sensibility, but transposed to Minneapolis. This is in some ways Dario Argento's return to the classic murder mystery format of his early thrillers. There is lots of these little brief vignettes with supporting characters similar to the Animal trilogy. And the main plot is quite tight, and there are quite a few nice twists. There are also quite a few familiar faces in the cast. I mean, I'm always really pleased to see Brad Dourif pop up. He plays Dr. Lloyd, this sleazy, drug-addicted former doctor. In terms of acting, Trauma is the best Argento movie from that era, from the 90s. Christopher Rydell and Asia Argento, they function so well together. And that helps the story a lot. I find it easy, really easy to get behind the characters. Also, the killer's motive is quite good, which is rare. In the Giallo, the killer's motive is probably the least important bit. It's usually a throwaway explanation in the end, so Trauma is different in that respect. Some of the locations in Trauma are pretty dreary. It doesn't have that Baroque look, which many viewers kind of associate with early Argento especially. And the kills are also not very bloody, probably some of the least bloody from Dario Argento, together with the card player. The killer's method is quite clever. He ends up decapitating his victims with this specially constructed little machine, this little handy tool, but we don't really get to see much of that action. It's always shown in some extreme close-up and then the aftermath, so it's not a gory movie, which the more squeamish viewer might appreciate Trauma for that. I think the main reason Trauma is overlooked is because there is not enough blood, but it's a damn good movie. I really like it. Probably the best script Argento had in a long time to that point, and it has some nice ideas and a good build-up. So next up is a really underrated film, The Cat o' Nine Tails from 1971. What an amazing film. Absolutely the best acted Dario Argento film of all time. Doesn't get the love because there is not enough blood. James Franciscus and Carl Malden are so good. I mean, it's really fun to follow the characters, and the framing. The use of the widescreen in Cat o' Nine Tails is phenomenal, spectacular. I think there is this recent 4K release. I really like to have a look at that because I think this might finally do this movie justice, and it will earn the movie and the fans it deserves. It's the hardest hitting finale of any Argento film I can think of. Some of the editing I think shows influence of Easy Rider. You know, those flash frames anticipating the scene switch. And the script actually shamelessly steals some almost complete pages from novels of Raymond Chandler and Frederick Brown, but somehow it all still comes across as like pure Argento, quite original. So he's quite good at appropriating other people's material and putting his own stamp on it. Recently, Dario Argento brought back the idea of this blind protagonist for his newest movie, Dark Glasses. So I picked these 3 movies because they're a bit underrated. They rely a lot more on acting and storytelling than usual for Dario Argento standards. So it shows that he was able to make also successful films in a more traditional storytelling manner without too much surrealism or over-the-top reliance on special effects and stuff. So if you like this video, go ahead and click the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll see you around for more movie talk. Thanks, bye-bye.